Good morning, YouTube. How's everybody doing? So, we are officially kicked off for the 2022 Comic Book Community Awards. Nominations just went live on the cbcawards.org website. So, you guys can begin to start your nominations. So, appreciate everybody, all of the support. Everybody's been, a lot of people have been sharing content out on Instagram and helping spread the word. So, I really do appreciate that, guys. Checking in with the chat. We got a bunch of people in here this morning already. So, Shop, Neil, Jimmy G, David, Main Event, X11 Bravo. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, just kind of catching up on the chat. So, just published, updated the website, like I said, to make the nominations live. So super excited to see. I know there's been, we've been kind of building up to this. It's been a little bit, so appreciate everybody who's been supporting. Yeah, I mean there are, and that was the idea of like expanding the categories because there are so many great channels out there. So it's definitely for some of the categories. I think it's tough. There's a lot of different nominations that you could submit. So that's great. No, I'm excited that people are looking forward to it and thinking about the nominations. So War Machine, Jonathan, thanks for coming in. So Jacob, good morning. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, just trying to catch up on the chat. Philtastic Phil, good morning. Yep. Taking care of a young baby son. The work never ends, right? Oh well, hey, wait. Since Jimmy, I saw Jimmy here, and we didn't open up with the his girlfriend. So let's say hello.
You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who down with LCS?
Jimmy, that's for you. There you go. Start your day off right. Saw Mr. Scott Vaughn come in this morning. Good morning, sir. And if you haven't checked out the Comic Book Community 411 interview with Scott just dropped yesterday, so definitely go check that out. Saw somebody else in here. Chop. Good morning, Chop. Thanks for coming out. The biggest community supporter out there, Chop and Drop. Saw him and in DJ's channel last night, his live stream, DJ celebrating his 2 years on YouTube, and Chop won a couple prizes, so that was great to see. And I have, we're going to do some regular stuff that we do on the Saturday show, shout outs. Got a couple of new channels to shout out. We've got some comic books to look at that I read this week, and we've got a giveaway that we'll do in a little while. So just kind of catching up on the chat right now. So, okay, cool, Jacob. I'll go check that out. Yeah, I'm a little behind. Was kind of busy yesterday, and so I've got a list of videos that I need to catch up on, but we'll definitely go check that out. Cool. Yeah, and I sent out a bunch of other prizes this week from one of the streams I did this week. So, and I have an unboxing coming up. I have Monday, I have a Rob Fat Stacks mystery box, $80 mystery box that I'm going to open up, and some really great books in the mystery box. He definitely overvalue, way over the $80 value. So be on the lookout for that from Monday. Yeah, it's true. It is tough to narrow it down. I mean, I've been thinking about who I plan to nominate, and it's the same thing. It's like, wow, it is. There are some tough choices because there's just so many great channels, and like I said, I'm still finding new channels almost every week. So whether it's through just finding them randomly on YouTube or from other people's shout outs. There's so many great channels. So yeah, just trying to catch up on the chat. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Oh, I got to go back and look at that. I dropped off probably about a half hour into Louis' stream last night. Um, so yeah, I didn't catch the end of it. So I'll definitely have to go back and catch that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's true because so I've had my YouTube channel for, probably 12, 15 years, but I only started producing content as well. So yeah, I always go back and look at you can kind of scroll through the videos and see when they actually started to consistently produce content. So it's up to you. It's kind of a bring your own breakfast type of show. But we do have you can get the pancakes if you want, or you can go with the eggs. We also have donuts. So take your pick, and if you want to go a little healthier, you can go with the fresh fruit too. And Empire, I received your win this week. I think Friday I got it in the mail, so I'm going to be posting up a video about that shortly. Got a couple other community wins, so I'm going to put that together in a video. So thank you for the books you sent. So yeah, it's true. We do have some Instagram, creators that only do stuff on Instagram. Yeah, it's an interesting mix, but it's um, the coupling of Instagram and with YouTube is a good thing. So yeah, that's definitely a must go back and must watch. Woof woof for best hair could be. Cole's in here. Good morning, Cole. Hope you are doing well and your mustache is trimmed and ready for the nominations. Remy Q is here. Thanks, Remy, for coming in. Remy was on DJ's channel last night. The DJ stream was funny. He was kind of reviewing some of the early videos and thumbnails that he put out, and it was funny. If you have a chance, go check out the replay on that. Oh, okay. Little bacon avocado omelet. That's nice. All right, yeah. Just Neil, just hit me just send me a message on Instagram. So yeah, we'll get that set up. Um, nice pancakes and bacon, like it. Just trying to catch up on the chat, but we do have some shout outs that I want to do. Um, yeah, I would probably go for the donuts too. um, we do have a couple shout outs. Like I said, links are down below. Um, so, no worries. No worries at all. Yeah, cool prize win. And yeah, I'm looking forward to showing those off to everybody. So, um, Cole is campaigning. I love it. I love it. GP, thanks for coming in. 23 I saw as well. Thanks for coming in. Jerry's here. Good morning, Jerry. Joe at Anachronic Comics did a show last night. I think his Friday show is called the Comic Book Crowd, and they were talking about pressing and cleaning books. And Jerry, you might want to go check that out. You were mentioned a few times. All of the great work that you do on your channel with restoration and pressing and cleaning and stuff. So definitely need to go check that out. if you haven't seen that. And then we got a couple things today. Philtastic. He does a show at 11 this morning. I know we have Rob Fatstacks this afternoon. Sean, good morning. How are you? Happy Saturday. Thanks for coming in. And then I'm not sure. I haven't seen anybody from the Spine Tick show in here yet, but I'm not sure if Spine Ticks is live tonight. They may be on a break week. So nice. Oh yeah, just trying to catch up on all the chat. Appreciate everybody who's coming out this morning. Wow, we got 17 people in here. That's my breakfast show is growing. I appreciate everybody coming out. But let's get to the shout outs. Let's get to some of the shout outs. Got a couple great channels. So first channel I have up is First and Keys. So this is a new channel I recently discovered, probably within the last 2 weeks, and it's a husband and wife, which is great to see. But I was thinking of it. I'm like, wow, what if my wife was into collecting comic books? We would probably spend a ton more money. So it's probably a good and a bad thing if you have your spouse or your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, involved with the hobby as well, because you probably spend a ton more money. But it's great to see husband and wife on camera and sharing the love for comic books. So definitely go check them out. First in Keys. Link is down below. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. I think they're probably under 100 subs. So definitely need to go check them out. Definitely a fun channel to watch. Like I said, it's always interesting. My wife, I've talked to my wife about it, and she's like, she has no interest. She's a good sport. She watches a lot of the comic book movies. She's been watching all the Disney Plus series with me, asking me questions about characters and that. But she has, she's been to the comic book shop with me, but has no interest in collecting. So, okay. 50 subs. Yeah. So definitely go check out First and Keys. Definitely give them some support. It's a great channel. Like I said, recently found them. They've been doing a bunch of, like haul videos and things like that. Some spec stuff. So definitely want to go check them out. And the next channel I'm going to mention, I think I've mentioned him here actually before. It's DOSS Comics. And he's like at 20 subs, 25 subs, the max. And he's another new channel, but he does at least a weekly video. He shows off his new books he picks up on Wednesday. He's been cataloging his collection. So he has a bunch of videos where he's showing off all of the books that he has in his collection. So definitely need to go check him out as well. DOS Comics. Again, just another new community member that we should jump on and try to support. So definitely go check him out. Yeah, and I've been trying to recruit the family to jump in on some of the videos. And I had my oldest son on. We did a video a while ago, see if he could name some of the characters. So I'm hoping to incorporate them more in the future, but we'll see. No pressure. All right, now you can have breakfast in bed. So all right, 2 out of the 3 shout outs. And the last one, I forgot to do this. Let's this is the shout out section where we're trying to help other community members grow. So get this channel a sub. So the last one I have is Funk Comics 814. Again, another new channel that I recently discovered. Now, this is, I think, a little bit of a bigger channel, a couple hundred subs, but definitely need to go check out Funk Comics 814. I've seen him in the chat a few times, a couple channels in that, but definitely produces a great, bunch of comics, some hauls. I think I just watched a flea market haul from him. So definitely need to go check out him. So three, great channels to go check out. Thank you. Yeah, hit that like button. That certainly helps. Yeah, I agree. First and Keys is a good channel. Like I said, it's just always like the combination of the husband and wife, into the collecting, together. It's really good to see. Um, so, just catching up on the chat. All right, somebody can try to scare you if you want. Well, you're watching this show. This might scare you. It might scare the hiccups right out of you. Yeah, you can use the Gloria from your Samsung tablet. She can fill in. She'll be all right. All right. Let's. What did I do here? So we did some shout outs. So let's take a look at some of the books I read this week. Actually, too, I'll share the link if anybody wants to jump in. More than welcome to jump in this morning if anybody would like to. If not, that's not a problem either. So, Carnage number 2. This was a really good read. I have been enjoying the storyline. I won't spoil it for you, but it's definitely a kind of a horror type storyline, but it's been really good. I mean, I know it's only 2 issues in, but I really like the direction that they're kind of taking the story in. So, if you haven't read that, I would suggest you jump in on that if you like, Carnage, Venom, Spider Man. I mean, it's really just focused on Carnage, but it's been a really good storyline. Um, they did. They are tying in some of the other Spider-Man villains in this series so far, so it's been a really interesting read. Punisher number 2. This story's been okay. It's been interesting to see, where Punisher is and what he's doing. They've brought in some stuff from his past. So it's been an interesting story so far. So, didn't see that one. Yeah, I've been only. It's tough with some of the new series, the independent series, which ones to pick. There are a lot, and I haven't really. I'm trying to slim down the pull list, and sometimes you just don't know which one of those new series to pick up. But the good news is that like a lot of those series are only like a 4 issue series, so it's not like a big commitment. So oh, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't. I've asked, but there's not much interest, which is fine. Silk number 4. This has been an okay little story run, and I think this is just a limited series. I think this is maybe 5 or 6 issues, but it's been good. Good introduction for me. I haven't really read much Silk before. Um, there was another. There was one other variant cover which was really good. My LCS didn't have it. I was able to pick this one up. The main cover was okay, cover A. Um, but I forget there was the variant cover with kind of silk. It's kind of like a solid color background that was really good. But this one was pretty good. Like I said, the storyline's been okay. It's kind of just a good introduction to the character for me anyway. Because like I said, I really haven't read much in the past. So yeah, Punisher seems interesting. It's definitely there's been enough in the story to kind of keep you interested to understand what's going on. So so far so good. It's been a pretty good read. Well, you just keep trying. Maybe one of these years she'll give in. So yeah, Punisher was good. Like I said, it definitely there's enough pieces in the story that you're interested in finding out what's going to happen next. Where is it going? So I don't want to spoil it if you haven't read it yet. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check that out then. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's been interesting so far. So Legion, what's up, Mark? Thanks for coming in this morning. So, and then the big, Amazing Spider-Man #1, the rebooted series, John Romita on art and Zeb Wells on story. This was pretty good. I still want to do a review. I haven't had a chance to do a review on this. Um, I don't understand why they had to reboot the series. They could have just continued, but I guess, trying to sell more books, right? There were like, 50, variant covers this week for this book. But I think it's off to a good start. Definitely, story was enjoyable. A couple little twists, in the last series, Mary Jane and Peter were kind of getting back together, and then um, where this picks up is kind of like 6 months after those events, and they're not together. So I think everybody was excited that Peter and Mary Jane would finally be back together, and now right away you get them not. But obviously, there's some events that led up to that will unfold over the next couple issues. But I think it's off to a good start. Um, same old thing with Peter, where he's kind of down on his luck. Things have happened, and he's kind of struggling with things that he typically does. Job, money, relationships. So, but enjoyable read. So, yeah, there were so many covers and a lot of great covers too. The Mary Jane Black Cat cover was really great. Um, Gleason had a great cover. There was a bunch of great covers. So I have a few that I picked up at my LCS, um, and I ordered a few others from I don't know if it was my comic shop, but I have a few others coming in as well. It kind of is. I think it could be because there's certainly all the history with Spider-Man and tie-ins, but they are trying to take it into a different um, direction, the storyline. So you could jump in, but I'm trying to think from the story wise. I think there was enough there um, that you could jump in. It's an okay jumping in point. So yeah, that the MJ Black Cat kind of split um, cover was really nice. I have a few of those on order. So yeah, Russ has a Superman cover challenge. Yeah, I got to go dig through. I don't have a ton of Superman books, but I might be able to squeak out 10. And I still have my Amazing Spider-Man or Spider-Man challenge cover challenge. Anybody's interested in doing that? Yeah, Art Germ. That was the Art Germ cover with Black Cat and Mary Jane. Excited to get that cover. So um, yeah, the Art Germ was really nice. I picked up a few of the others as well. I don't have them here with me. The one cover I really yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like Peter's down on his luck again, and so it felt a little bit, like the things we've seen over the years with him. But they didn't reveal the event that caused things to kind of go, sideways for him. So it definitely had some, you were interested to see, how the story unfolds. So at least for me, but um, it was there was a little bit of hope, like, wow, Mary Jane and Peter Parker are getting back together, and then that ended very quickly. So, yeah, it's true. There were a ton of variants. So, um, cool. Yeah, I picked up the Momoko. Yeah, there was just so many great covers, but I'm glad the book was reasonably priced. It wasn't like a 7.99 or 9.99 book. It was a 5.99 book. Jacob, good morning.
Hey, what's up?
Thanks for jumping in.
For sure, man. How's everybody doing tonight? Today, this morning?
I'm I'm doing well. How about you?
Pretty good. Just signed up for CGC actually.
Oh, nice.
I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
Have you
Get to,
submitted? You've never submitted books directly before?
no, so I get to learn how to navigate their website today.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. They have a form that you have to fill out. I haven't submitted in probably 6 months or so, but it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I think it'll all work out. I've basically been talking with like a lot of different comic heads and people and Switch and all kinds of people. I could go through a big long list of names. The community is so nice. You would be surprised. Like people with 15,000 subscribers have replied to me through Instagram, and I've become friends with these people. People I thought would just be like, "Oh, I don't have time for you. You're a little channel, a new person." I No, this community is so great. Everybody's so like kind of steering me in the right direction as to what books I should be submitting. Um, Obviously everybody's a little skeptical because they're not here in person as to my grading skills, but I've been I've been messing with comics since the 90s. I think I know what I'm doing on grading. It's just the prices of everything, and you know what I mean, and like, oh, is this one that people are thinking is worth putting in a slab kind of a deal. And just, yeah, the feedback has been, this community.
Yeah,
Like my
no, I mean, I've reached out to some when I first started to some of the bigger channels on Instagram. I reached out to like Reggie collects, and I never expected that Reggie would reply to me, and he like replied to me in like 10 minutes. I
same,
had a question for him. Yeah, he's one of the guys that,
same.
um,
Reggie Collects is one of the people I've been
yeah,
talking with, and
yeah,
he's a giant.
yeah.
Uh, I mean, I could, like I said, I could go down a list. Journos is I talk with all the time.
Mhm.
Uh, oh, what's Gary? Very Gary is
Okay.
super approachable. A lot of these people are actually super approachable. You'd be surprised. And yeah, it kind of shocked me, and that's another reason why I was like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this YouTube thing. I think I have a good personality. I think I'm like, you know what I mean? Let's do this. Everybody's so nice, and I'm with what's going on in my life, I felt like there was entertainment that other people could enjoy from what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Just like
Right.
the little bits of things here and there. Like I'm just doing so much with comic books nowadays that I was like, man, I think some people would be curious to kind of see what's going on. And like you said when you saw me, yeah, joining my channel right now, it is kind of a ground up. You're basically watching a comic book person build everything from the ground floor up. Like, yeah. So I mean, I do think that like I'm going to be a very Gary in 10 years. I honestly do. So I mean,
Nice.
hey, that's just that's part of the reason why I do the daily uploads. I know my channel right now is not the greatest and my video quality is not the greatest, but you know what I mean? Those are the kinds of things as I build the business and build my brand, I'll be able to reinvest into it. And that is
Oh
my
yeah, yeah. You just got to start, right? Regardless of,
yeah, that's
you
where
can't. It's
I'm
never going to be perfect. So
I was like, look, I just got to start. I don't have the money today to go buy all the equipment I need. I'm just going to start. I'm going to start filming them on my phone. I'm going to start uploading them, and I'm going to start building it now. That way, in 5 years, when everything's really entertaining and there's lots of cool books that I can show every day, I already have built that to there. And I've already, like, yeah,
yeah, no, I hear you. It's about just getting started, right? And like you said, the community is very supportive. So if you have questions, you can reach out.
and
But it's I've talked about it before. It's that we had that instant connection because we all collect books. So
right.
it's like when you meet somebody for the first time, there's that we have something in common. So
For sure, for sure. I know for myself too that I I've kind of like built this all on money that like I saved up some money, right? And I went and I got a business degree, and I've been sitting for a while, and I just didn't know what I was going to do. And like a lot of people in life, you know, you're like, I don't know what I want to do. And you want to do something that you love, right? Like everybody does. You want to do something you love. And this is like my dream, I guess, is like, what do I love? And what can I use my skills to possibly do something where I can play with comic books every
Right.
day, basically. And that's, I mean, if you've been watching my channel too, and I know you have, you see I do the reviews. So I'm not just a guy that's in this for, oh, let's buy old comic books and flip old comic books because people find them valuable. No, I buy weekly books. I'm blowing $200 a month on new weekly books that are probably going to be worth $1 in 4 months. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not I'm not just making money hand over fist here. I love the comic books, and that's kind of part of it, is like, can, you know, so you see this quote a lot. Let's make the hobby fund itself, right?
Right.
And so that's a little bit of it. And then there's also the other side of it where and this is why I follow some of the people like Journos. I don't know if you watched him.
Oh yeah, I have. Yep.
Okay. And but like I actually have a lot of kids. I have 5 kids, and that is a lot of mouths to feed and support.
Oh yes.
And so currently, I don't know, like a lot of people, I find it crazy for the people to be like, I can't find time to do the YouTube or this or that, because like, I'll be very honest. I work 70 hours a week. I have 2 jobs, 2 full-time jobs. And on top of those 2 full-time jobs, I'm throwing another 30 hours a week into a YouTube channel and a comic book company.
Okay.
And so that's, you know what I mean? And so that's
Yeah.
100 hours a week. I basically don't do anything but work and play with comic books. and you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think that you know, a lot of people are just not motivated enough, I think. That's the big
Yeah.
thing.
You know, you definitely have to carve out, you know, you have to carve out some time for it to but you know, it's got to be fun too, right? I mean, I that was one of the main reasons why I started my channel, was because, you know, I started to get back into collecting, and you know, saw the, you know, the big community and on YouTube, and
Mhm.
said, well, I could do that too, and it's a good
Yeah.
way to stay connected on what's going on, you know, within the hobby. That's why, like, I really enjoy watching other people review books, because it may not be a book that I'm reading, but at
Mhm.
least I still get the kind of highlights of the story, and you know, maybe it's something I pick up in the future.
I even actually mentioned that on my Wednesday's show, that I can't afford to pick up all the books that I would like to be reading. Like,
Right.
I'd like to be picking up Deathstroke. I'd like to be picking up Robin. I'd like to be picking up Robins. I can go down the list. There's probably 30 books a month I wish I could afford, but I just can't. And so, hey, it's really nice to go be able to check out these other YouTube channels, and they review the book, and then I kind of know at least what's going on, and that can help to inform me on maybe that's a book that I should
Right.
somehow
Yeah.
find a
Should
way
pick
to
up or not pick up.
put the $4 into the monthly. Like, okay, we got the $4 for that. We got to add that book. It's really good. You know, maybe you
Yeah.
got to drop something else that's not been entertaining you as much. And you know, that's the love of comic books, right? You're kind of, and so, hey, this is the craziest thing. You can see this when you buy people's collections. Is this is not something that just you and me or a couple of people do. No, man, this is everybody. Because you'll see, like, they'll have runs, and then the run will just stop, and you know, like, oh, there was more
Right.
books. They just didn't particularly, they weren't enjoying that run. And then you notice, like, right around that same time, they picked up a different book, and they went on a run with that. And so
Right.
that's just kind of how the hobby works. You pick up what you like, and you read what you like, and you enjoy what you like, and what you don't, you kind of end up, yeah, you gotta, you can, you can only pick so many books a month, right?
Right. Yeah, you weed out the stuff that you're not interested in. Over time and over time too, it may change, right? What you may be into now may in a year from now you may find something different. So yeah, a
I
lot of
mean,
ebbs and flows of collecting for sure.
oh, right, like there's the thing too where, and I'm sure everybody that's watching the chat has experienced this before, where you hear about a run and you're like, ah, I can't afford that, man. My pull list is full, right? I
Yeah.
can't do, I can't afford that run. And so you let it pass. And then you hear the next issue comes out and everybody's like, ah, this run's so good. It's the best thing ever. And you're like, I can't afford. Okay. And then the third month comes and eventually you're like, all right, I gotta jump on. I gotta jump on this thing. And then by the time you jump on it, you're trying to track down these scarce issues that everybody's already picked out and they're gone. And you're like, oh, I should have just buckled down and paid the extra $4 when everybody was saying it was a really good read. I should have just went and grabbed myself a copy, save myself the later pain of trying to track down a run
Yeah. Yeah.
that's super popular. Like here's mine. Here's mine. I'll give you guys mine. This is my biggest one from this last 6-7 months. I didn't pick up Strange Academy.
Okay.
And it hurts. It honestly hurts because I'm just not a big like magic kind of person, and so I was like, nah, that's probably going to be written for the kids. That's probably like one of those books that, you know what I mean, Marvel writes to try to bring in a new younger generation,
Right.
a new
Right. Right.
crowd, kind of a Generation X from the 90s book is kind of how I saw it. I was like, okay, it's going to be one of those, won't be that valuable either, and probably will just be like more of a kid's read. And so I was like, I won't get it. And man, I am kicking myself.
Yeah, and
Everybody's
I've heard, yeah, and that's not a series I've been picking up, but I've heard it's been a good storyline. There's been some spec books in there, and so yeah, it's kind of hitting on a couple different,
yeah, yeah, and that's where, I mean, as okay, I definitely do get a kick out of the speculation and the keys and it's not because, oh my gosh, I'm gonna make giant profits off this. I just like it.
yeah,
It's a hard to explain, unquantifiable, this book is special kind of a feeling, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
so,
No, it's true.
and so I kick myself that I did. There's actually a couple books, but the big one is the gas lamp. There was
Right. Yeah.
this cover with gas lamp, and I passed on it. I was like, oh, I can't afford it. It's too big a week for me. And then it was the next month. There was this cover that looked really cool too, where they were like in the students' school, right? And you could see like the student desks and stuff, and the teachers' green chalkboard and stuff. And I was like, oh, that is just such a cool front cover. And I wanted to get it, and I didn't get it. And now it's like a $25 issue because it's the first appearance of Howie. And I'm like, oh, I can't afford it. It's $25 now.
Yeah.
I should have just got it when it was on the wall.
Well,
And
you know, the good thing is too that there's always, like I know there was some spec around, some of the Strange Academy books, but it seems like almost every week there's some, new book or first appearance. So you definitely have some other opportunities to jump in at some point.
oh,
With other books.
it's been some weeks, some big weeks. I did the same thing on the Thor, that really big Thor issue that everybody went crazy about. I I didn't know because I just was really busy that week and hadn't caught up on videos on YouTube, and so I didn't know how big of an issue it was. I just went and picked up my books. I noticed that it only had 3 copies in my store, and I was like, that's odd that they only had 3. I guess Thor's really dying out and the people aren't enjoying it. And then I come back the next day to go look through their back bins, and they were gone. And that's when I looked it up, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
So it happens
Now
all it happens.
but
It's like every
you can drive yourself crazy chasing the spec books all the time. So I think, like you said, collect the books that you enjoy, and then if you happen to hit some that potentially
right.
are big value, then because you can go, you can just drive yourself crazy trying to chase the hottest spec book or the hot book for the week. So
Yeah, I left it alone. Once the Thor was sold out in my store, I looked on eBay and they wanted $15 for the book. I left it alone. I can't. Too rich for my blood.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and too soon to be jumping in price like that. Like I can't do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah,
If
no,
I
I'm the same way, because I look at it, if I can pick up a book, for cover,
yeah,
every week, you're picking up books at cover price. And like you said, maybe some of them, go up in value. But if not, they're books that I enjoy and they're in the PC, and, we'll see what happens over time with some of them. So,
well that's the Black Panther book right there, exactly to a T for me. Black Panther 3. Um, I usually go into my store right when they open so I could get a pick of the covers that I want, because sometimes they only order like two or three of the other covers. Um, and so it was the main cover A for Black Panther 3, and I just liked it. It was like Black Panther walking towards the thing, and it showed X-Men. I'm a really big X-Men fan, and it had Storm sitting on like a X-Man like throne chair, and it was just like, that looks really cool, and I bought it. I didn't know. Obviously, I know now what it is, right? But I didn't know when I bought it. I was just like, that's a cool cover, and it was
yeah,
like
yeah,
it was like a double size like anniversary issue, if I remember correctly. I think number 200 Legacy, and so I was like, that's cool. I like Black Panther. I like X-Men. Let's see them cross over. And then yeah, the book blows up, and the very next day in the store, all their copies are sold out, and I was just it was just a book I
yeah,
picked
yeah.
up.
You got lucky on that one, right?
Yeah, so like you said, sometimes you can get lucky, sometimes you can't. And and yeah, I gotta agree with you. Chasing them once you've missed them at cover, like right away, that's not for me.
Yeah,
That's not.
yeah. You can, like I said, you can drive yourself crazy. There's a couple people that jumped in the chat. I want to say hello to Sith. Good morning, Sith's here. Sith, you guys have the Spine Tick show tonight? Let me know. I wasn't sure if it was you guys were taking a week off or the decoys. Let us know. Sleeping. Good morning. Zach's here. And we got a giveaway we're going to do too, so we can probably do that. Do that now. Just catching up on the chat. Yeah, but we do have a giveaway. Let me share my screen. Yeah, Jacob won last week, right? Yeah, you were the winner last week. So if everybody wants to share hashtag CBC Awards 2022, and we've got a prize box we'll do. Give everybody a minute or two to enter that. All right, so yeah, Spine Ticks is on for tonight, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. So just seeing the chat come in, everybody's entering. So Jacob, what else do you have coming up on your channel?
I have a bunch of exciting stuff. I think. I mean, so just because like the 100 subscriber giveaway, we hit 100 subscribers thanks to you and a bunch of other people in the community. If you watch my video last night, you'll see I shouted you out a bunch and gave you a big thanks.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, I got to go check it out. I was a busy day yesterday, so I'm a little behind on my. Oh, all right, you got the stickers. Nice.
so I got two of the stickers. I'm thinking I'm gonna keep one, And then because your awards aren't till September, October, right?
The actual award show is in December, the first Saturday in December.
But the voting was in September, October.
So yeah, nominations actually open today. So
Oh,
nominations of channels, and then we announce the finalist. Yeah, I can give you the schedule right here. It's finalist voting open in August.
okay.
At the end of August.
So I should have enough time. I was thinking about because you gave me two stickers. Gave me two of them. I don't know if that was on purpose, but I was thinking about adding one to my 200 subscriber giveaway.
Oh, cool. Yeah. No, I try to, I usually send at least 2 stickers when I send out a prize. So,
Well, because that'll give me the opportunity to keep one for myself because I'd like to keep one. I'd like
yeah,
to keep one. And then I can add one to my 200, and that'll give me an opportunity to kind of promote you guys a little bit more because I really like what you're doing here. So
cool.
that
Thanks.
yeah, I was thinking that would help me. You know what I'm saying? Be able to drop your name a few more times over the course of the next month or two as I grow to 200.
Nice.
So that's basically what I was looking at. Yeah, it's like I said, I think it's really exciting because we're going to be giving away the book today. I'll be drawing the winner for the 100 giveaway. So I don't know, probably from the end from this show, if you're watching live, you probably have, I want to say 3 or 4 hours, maybe 5 hours before I do the film and then drop the video tonight to still like, comment, subscribe on all my videos that I promoted. But somebody was going to win this book here. It was the Suicide Squad #1,
Oh,
first team,
nice.
first team appearance. So I'm giving that away today. So that's cool. And then I might do it today, depending on time. If not, I will definitely get to it tomorrow. Oh, somebody's winning.
Yeah,
I
I
see
figured I'd draw it.
somebody.
Oh, GP Venom won. Very nice.
GP Venom, congratulations. Yep. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing that today,
Nice.
rolling some dice and giving a book away. And then I got it. See, the reason I don't know if I'm dropping this today or tomorrow is I got to decide what I'm giving away for 200.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Whether I'm going to do a couple of prizes, like a couple of $20 to $30 books, or whether I should just do one big 50. You get what I mean? Like, how.
Yeah. No, it's always trying to figure out what prizes to give away.
Exactly. So I got to figure out what I'm going to give away. But once I figure out what I'm going to give away, then I will film and drop that video. I might do 2 videos today just because I feel like the giveaway video isn't really content. It's just like, here's your, you know what I mean? And
Right. Yeah. It's kind of just the announcement, right? Yeah.
it's just kind of an announcement. I do want to have, and then the announcement of the new 200 subscriber giveaway is also, again, just an announcement. So
I'm gonna pull GP's books. So first up is this is Image Hardcore Reloaded. So that's book 1. I got the short box full of books here. We've got Age of Apocalypse #1, X-Men book. Random pull here. We'll go to the last book. Oh, all right. We've got the Spider-Man Venom free comic book day from last year. And anytime I give out a free comic book day book, we do an extra pull. So this is Phenom X #1 and another Image book. Let's see what else we got. We've got 2 more. We've got Batman #2. Good cover.
Oh, that is a cool cover.
Yeah, kind of black and white, the solid red background. And that's 5 books. We got 1 more. This is Thor: God of Thunder Reborn, issues 1 and issue 2.
Nice.
So that's it. So GP, definitely send me a message because I don't have your address. Send me a message on Instagram, and I'll get these books and some CBC Award stickers out to you. So, all right, catching up, Mad Hatters in here. Good morning.
I I almost wish that I'd read a few more books so that I could review some of them with you. I did read The Carnage. Um, you said you read that too?
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I thought it was. I liked the way where the storyline's kind of headed.
Yeah, it's got an interesting new protagonist now that possibly has some powers, and that kind of interests me. I got sort of an interesting horror vibe from it too. Like it was right?
Yeah, yeah, and I'm not traditionally or like a big horror fan, but
Same.
it's more like I don't know, it's more like a drama, thriller type story. It feels
Yeah.
like that. So yeah, I've enjoyed it so far. I mean, it's only 2 issues in, but I was really impressed with the this week's issue.
This just popped into my head, and maybe I'm off, but it's a little reminiscent of I think it's Seven with Brad Pitt.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and
Um,
people were kind of saying that about the new Batman movie.
okay, I guess I'm seeing a little bit of that in this book. Just how it's we've got the detective who's hunting the serial killer, and the serial killer's super creepy and
Yeah.
almost Saw like disturbingly creepy.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it is. And so Saw is not really a movie that I'm not really into the slasher type horror, but Seven I really enjoyed because that was more, although there's some, graphic scenes, violence, but it was more, psychological, it's like a psychological thriller. So
right.
that's kind of a storyline that I really enjoy. And that's when I read Carnage, I was like, wow, this is really less, slasher type and more, making you think about, what's happening.
And I mean that's Ram V for you. He's such a good writer. And that's another worry I have is like he's going over to DC soon. So I'm assuming that means he's going to be leaving Carnage and someone's going to have to take over for this story that it seems like was his baby. So I don't know how that's going to go, but
Yeah. And he's writing a bunch of different stories. So yeah, it'll be
maybe,
interesting to see.
yeah, maybe he can leave them some notes on where he would,
Yeah.
you
Where
know,
to go. Yeah.
on where he was going with it, because it does seem like he has a really interesting this is my opinion. It's starting off as a book for a book we're going to remember in 10 years.
Right.
Whether it fulfills that promise on the next 6 issues and solidifies itself as a book a run we remember in 10 years, I don't know yet. But it has started off as that kind of a run.
Yeah. I like, for 2 issues, it definitely has me hooked. I definitely want to know more about the story, but it's interesting because then he's also writing the Hulk right now, which is kind of that the reviews of that have been kind of very mixed to the storyline, with the Hulk.
Yeah, the I really have enjoyed Kate's run on Hulk right now. I I don't know if I'm going to continue into Banner War though. I think I'm actually probably going to be calling it, and then once Banner War is over, then I'm going to pick back up on Hulk, because like I'm actually really enjoying what he's doing with Hulk and with Titan and Bruce Banner and just kind of a lot of mind craziness that's going on, and I feel like it's getting interrupted by this Thor battle. And Hulk and Thor have fought before. I just don't care. I
Yeah.
guess that I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm yeah, because I haven't been picking up Thor either. I'm just yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't enjoy that run. So
Yeah, I haven't been reading Thor. I am reading the new Hulk. I'm not reading Thor. Yeah, and two, it comes down to having enough time to read all of the books and keep up with all the different storylines. So,
that,
um,
that's where I'm at. Like basically, I just want to read Hulk every month. And they're kind of saying, well, no, now you're gonna have to buy a Banner War Alpha, a Banner of War, a beta or ending, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you're
yeah,
gonna have to buy 3 Thor issues. And I'm
yeah,
like,
you're gonna have
dude,
all the tie-ins. Yeah, so it gets
yeah.
yeah,
I'm like, dude, you're trying to add like 5 book. Like, I don't want those. I'm sorry, I don't want those. I just want Hulk. I want to read Hulk, and so I think that's my plan. Is like I'm gonna stop at 6. I'm gonna let 7, 8, and 9 Banner War come out, and then I'm gonna pick back up at 10 when Banner War's over. And if he then continues this storyline that he's been weaving in 1 through 6, I'm entertained. But that's kind of where I'm at with that.
right, yeah, yeah. The tie-ins can get frustrating because you're spending a lot more money and it's books that you might not normally pick up. So
Right. And I'll say this too: if the X-Men never existed and there wasn't like 4 to 5 X titles every month, I would be getting Thor. It's not, I don't hate him or anything. It's just, I love other things more. You know
right,
what I'm saying? And so I want to be able to pick up all my X titles. I want to be able to pick up all my Spider-Man titles. I want to be able to pick up Batman and Detective. I want to be able to pick up a couple of other DC titles. And just, yeah, the list starts growing and growing. As I said before, I'm probably spending like $200 a month on new comics already. So
yeah.
it's
I
such
mean, I'm dropping $30-$40 a week at least on new books, but I'm like I said, I'm trying to slim that down a little bit and only pick up books that I plan to read, and not just books because there's some spec or a great cover. Just really books that I'm interested in reading.
like, here's a question for the chat too. How many of you guys had to bow out on the Thor this week because of the 8.99 price tag? Like, oof, that was
Oh, I didn't realize that but was it like a double sized? Oh, because it
it
was
was
the seven Legacy
triple.
750, right?
It was a triple sized.
Oh,
I think it's like an 80 pager.
okay.
So, but it was 8.99, and I just couldn't swing that. I couldn't see it in my eyes. You know what I mean? I was like, that's almost $10 for one comic book. And it was such a big week too. I think I already threw down like $50.
Right. Yeah, well, that's why I was happy to see that the Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man #1 was just was it 5.99? It wasn't like a 7.99 or a 9.99 book because there
Yeah,
were so many covers. And the paper quality on the Amazing Spider-Man was really nice. The main cover and the actual interior pages were, so I'm like, Marvel can produce a good quality book.
I have something to say about that. I have something to say about that. I have a take that I haven't seen anyone else, and that maybe somebody, and I just don't follow him, has taken this. But I have a take on that last Amazing Spider-Man. I think he's in an alternate universe. I
Oh,
don't think I don't think he's in I don't think he's in Earth 616.
okay, that's interesting.
If it He's only been gone for 6 months. Let's do the math, guys. He's only been gone for 6 months. They even said so. And she already has at least 6 or 7 year old kid. Mary Jane does. I'm sorry, spoilers, but
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, and that's the question. Are they her kids? I'm not really clear. But yeah,
if,
that's a
if
that's a
they're,
good point. Yeah,
if they're her kids, then he's not in Earth 616 anymore. He somehow got transported somewhere else.
yeah. No, that's a good point.
I maybe I'm wrong, but that was just my first, like, trying to figure out what this was, because yeah, that issue is super confusing. If you jump from 93 to that, you know what I mean, the last one we had with
Oh yeah, yeah,
with with Ben Riley, and yeah, uh, being turning into chasm, and then yeah, it's just we fast forwarded 6 months and we have no idea what's happened over the last 6 months.
Right, right. And I think that's the hook in the story is right. They're going to unfold all these events that have happened, over the
Hmm.
last 6 months to kind of reveal, what's going on. So
I'm guessing it has something to do with he's not in Earth 616. That's my
that's
guess.
interesting. Yeah.
I could be wrong. Like I said, I hadn't seen anyone take that take, so I thought I would throw it out. Maybe.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of the. I know there's a few other reviews. I think Pocan Joe, who's here, did a review, but I haven't watched it yet because I plan to do my own review, but then want to kind of dig in and see what other people are thinking about it. But that's a great theory. Yeah, that's we'll see how that unfolds.
I'm the same way, Brian. If I'm going to review it, I do try to stay away from watching the other reviews first, so it doesn't taint my reaction to it. Like if you saw, I'll be really honest. I was very shocked that a lot of people that I admire in the community kind of downed on the Justice League issue that I thought was really good. And so that just goes to show you sometimes, hey man, don't always look at what other people are saying. Read it for yourself.
Yeah. No. Exactly. Exactly.
And if you enjoy it, then you enjoyed it. And that's at least I gave my honest opinion and it wasn't tainted by the fact that mostly everybody else is ragging on it.
Right.
I I liked it. That was my honest opinion.
Yeah,
Take
no,
it or
I've
leave
seen that. I've seen that. Like I said, with the Hulk, you have people that
it.
really hate it, and there's other people that really love it. So it's very, it depends on how you, read the story, interpret the story, read the story, and how it affects you, personally. So, so you can have a story that people hate and people love, all at the same time. So
Well, the Amazing Spider-Man one issue, like it's been very polarizing. I've seen some people saying it's as bad as One More Day, and and then I've seen other people saying like you, like let's let them give them a chance to unfold these last 6 months and see
right,
where they're going with this before we just put the nail in the coffin and call it
right.
one more day too.
All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up. We have there's a couple other shows. Philtastic does a live stream at 11, so maybe if people are still around, they can go jump over there. But Jacob, thanks for coming on. It was great to kind of catch up with you and chat with you. I got to go check out your videos now. Some of the ones I'm trying to catch up on.
Thanks for
And
having me. It actually kind of surprised me. But you put the link there, and I was like, well, I'm a
yeah,
creator. Maybe he.
yeah. No, I always welcome. It's much easier to talk with somebody else than me just um, trying to get through everything by myself. So it's always fun to have somebody on and chat with. So,
I'm
but
glad.
like I said, nominations are open. Go nominate your favorite comic book community channels, and yeah, definitely go check out Jacob's channel as well. He's got some great content, some great reviews. He's got a contest going on, so definitely go check out his channel as well. So appreciate everybody coming on this morning or hanging out in the chat. Got a bunch of people here, so but yeah, we'll wrap it up for today, and we'll see you guys. I'm probably not going to do a show next weekend because it's Free Comic Book Day, so I'll probably be out and about at the LCSs.
Yeah, same. Me too. Yeah, I can't. I'm definitely hitting up too for sure. There's I kind of talked about it before. I'll give him a shout out because he's such a cool guy. Rodman Comics in Ankeny, Iowa. Um, yeah, so that's where I'm gonna be going. He's gonna be giving away a bunch of extra free books. So not just free comic book day books, but if you spend $5, he's gonna give you another stack of free books.
Oh, nice. That's
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, I know a lot of the LCS by me run, whether it's sales or have other type of giveaways and things going on. So
yeah,
it's
and
always
he does 25% off of all the slabs too on that Saturday.
oh nice.
So whatever he has, like It's a big day for him, and they do like auctions too. They come out and they bring out a bunch of stuff and they do live auctions. It's really fun.
Yeah, no, it's a big day for the shops because they do, a lot more people come in. I know last year there were a lot of, young kids grabbing, getting some of the free comic book day books and, in the stores, looking at other things, toys and cards. So it's definitely a big day for the LCSs.
That is literally what it is all about, though. I would not be here today if it wasn't for the death of the Superman and the craze that ensued around the comic book store regarding the death of the Superman. That is what got me interested in going and walking over there to the store and seeing what kind of stuff and why so many people were interested.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
hey man, that's what you need is all those people together, excited about comic books, and then you get these kids in, and that's how we get new people into the community. That's how we get new fans.
Oh no, definitely. Yeah, no, it's a good event. I know I was talking to my LCS owner and I asked him, how much, because the free comic books are not free to the LCS. They still have to pay some, money. I think it's like 25 cents or 50 cents an issue.
Oh
But
wow.
I know my LCS spends around $2,000 on books, free comic books, for
Oh,
that day. So it's a big outlay for them for that day, but hopefully it drives new people and a lot of
mhm.
traffic so that they can recoup that cost and then maybe have some new customers going forward. So
Okay. Well, that makes a little bit more sense. Why now I really want to go make sure I buy something from.
yeah,
Gotta support your local LCS.
yeah, no, definitely.
All right.
All right, well, let's wrap up. Jacob, thanks again for stopping in this morning. And like I said, everybody go check out Jacob's channel, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks, since we'll all be out picking up books next Saturday. So have a good weekend, everyone. Jacob, thanks for coming in.
Are we gonna get the Thor outro?
We can do Thor, yeah.
Let's do the Thor outro. That's hilarious.